What is your elevator pitch? Well, this comes from explaining what you do, going from the ground floor to the upper floor in an elevator. When someone asks, oh, so what do you do? How do you explain it concisely, precisely, and accurately so people understand what you do and salivate to want more? To want more of you, or to not want you because they don't meet your criteria. So what's the formula? I help people blank so they can blank. For example, for me, I help speakers, authors, coaches, consultants, CEOs become the #1 person in their niche and category so they can profit more quickly, easily, and spend more time with their family and loved ones. That's my USP. That's what Mitch Carson does. And I also train world-class speakers in order to become the best they can be. But the question you want to be asked after you explain your elevator pitch is, how do you do that? How do you do that? Well, I'm going to explain it. Listen in. Step 2 in the process to become a money-making speaker. This is an inviolate rule. You got to write a book. Does that pull your hair out? Maybe. It's not a big deal. It's harder in your mind than it is in reality. Writing a book changed my life, changed my career, and my income went up 16-fold. Simply because I believed I deserved to make income because I was a published author. It was a psychological trigger that I have not seen anything to even come close to replacing it. Well, maybe the third step, which I'm going to reveal. But number 2, you've got to write a book, and there are specific and easy steps, and I can get into that at a later date. It causes what I refer to as the snowball effect. This is a metaphor. It may not be understood in certain parts of hot countries like the Philippines, but the snowball starts small, starts rolling down the hill and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Writing a book does that for you, for your self-esteem, your self-image, the perception you communicate to the marketplace, and what you believe you deserve. And let's not set aside the reputation you create and the respect you get from your family, loved ones, and your peers, and the jealous ones as well. My first book was self-published, Clients Forever. I used it to get into an appointment to see the man you see on the left, Bob Wall, who was in 4 Bruce Lee movies. He was my former martial arts instructor. I wanted his endorsement on a program. When I came into his office, I showed him my book and I said, may I give you a copy of my book? My appointment was only supposed to be 15 minutes. I was there 4 hours. He wanted to pick my brain. Pick it, because he wanted to get a book out. He immediately respected me, wanted to introduce me to his friends. There's Bob with Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee in a late movie. Then he introduced me to a Hollywood film star named Wesley Snipes that he knew personally, who was very big in America, and he got me to do a commercial with him called The Stretch Master. This was played throughout America, broadcast throughout America, and it was a great door opener, all because I had a simple book. Then it led to a published book by John Wiley and Sons, which then got translated into German, and it has been an incredible journey since I became a published author. The book opened the door to the governor of Bahrain, part of the royal family, the #1 person after the king. Out of 38 speakers, I was the only one that gifted him my book in front of the whole audience. I had cameras, I had radio stations, everything beaming in on me, providing him this gift. A book is something that everyone accepts, and especially when you sign it with your signature. It's a special gift from your heart, giving it to the person. It has opened up incredible doors for me in my career. We learned about the elevator pitch, how to concisely, precisely define your message, features, tell, benefits, sell, to fit it for you so you deselect people. And you select and attract the right people based on your criteria. During the next section, you're going to learn even more, but I want you to put into play and practice before we get into the next episode your elevator pitch, because that defines where you go.